We joined Candice Bass-Robinson this morning, and what is realistically her new wing of her office. So lovely to see all the renovations coming too. And Candice, lovely to start off the new year, I suppose, almost with a new wing to your office.
Yes, Vicky, it's turned out very nicely. We obviously haven't christened this new part of the office. There's a nice braai here behind you. So, yeah, it's looking really nice. They did a great job, and at least we don't have to sit amongst the mess now and do an interview.
With regards to the race meeting at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth on Saturday, in race one you've got Igugule to goes the 1,000 metres. Will he appreciate the minimum trip?
I think so, Vicky. It might be a touch on the sharp side for him. I think he's probably, a 1,400 metre horse, but his last run was kind of a nothing run at Durbanville. He's had a small little freshening up break in between now, and I think back over 1,000. I'm just sort of restarting and getting him going again. But he's doing nicely at home. I think if he doesn't find the 1,000 metres a bit on the sharp side, I think he should run a decent race. He certainly will be running on, and possibly could have a money chance.
In race two, you've got Piroshka and Gimmy's Lassie. She typically takes on strong company and does quite well. And also Piroshka is in quite good form.
Yeah, Vicky, Gimmy's Lassie, she's always a difficult filly to place because she's just not quite up with those top fillies. She's just below them, and she's got a fairly high merit rating, so it's not always easy to find a race for her. I think this is actually quite a nice race. I think 1,400 is her best trip. Obviously taking on some decent calls here, but she's in good shape at the moment, and I think if the race pans out to suit her, that's always a big thing with her. She certainly must be included in all your bets. And Piroshka going the 1,400 this time, I think he might enjoy that. He's actually looking really well at the moment. Always a tough little horse to assess because most of his runs have been over sprints, and he's always running on late. So hopefully the 1,400 might be a better trip for him, and also must be included. I think it's a small little field, but it's quite an open race.
Race three, you've got Dragonfly with Monet up. He's been a little bit stop-start, but he is dropping in the ratings.
Yeah, Vicky, he's not the easiest of horses race-wise. He doesn't get into the race early on. He was a bit better in the race last time out. He running on at least, so back over a 14 this time. I think he's looking for this trip and a bit further, but again, a horse that's very much pace dependent. So he's going to need to have a pace over the 1,400. If they go quick enough for him, he will be running on.
Race 4, Trippy Silk. He comes off that brilliant win last time. How do you think he'll go first run out the maidens?
Vicky, he's doing really well at home, and I think he's just needed a bit of time to mature into the horse that he is. He's such a big horse, and he's been so leggy, and I think just taken some time to strengthen up. Obviously, we're going around the turn this time. His runs at Durbanville around the turn were a little bit stop-starty and not as fluent as what he was up the straight last time, but he is looking for the ground. So hopefully as I said, that he's strengthened up a bit better now. He can put it together a bit easier and have his mind on the job. Usually he's got his mind on a million other things and always trying to get out of everything. So I'm hoping that he'll follow up with a good run. It's always a bit tricky first run out the maidens, but he comes off quite a fair form line, and it's a nice type of race for him. So I'm hoping that he can follow up with a decent run.
Race 5, you've got Sundays and Charlie Croker, both very competitive sorts.
Yeah, both, enjoy the 1,400. Charlie Croker's in good shape. He won a good race last time. It's reasonably well drawn this time around again, and it's quite a big field. So I think it's an open race, but he's a definite inclusion. I think he's doing well enough at home still, and he will have a good chance over this trip. Sundays, always running on. He's a kind of horse he's a hard horse to really fancy in most races, but he's an honest horse, and he's always running on. He's always got a bit to do in the straight, but maybe over the Kenilworth, long run in might suit him a bit better. But I think out of the two, I probably prefer Charlie Croker.